I'm Erin and I'm the confectionery kid. Today I'm going to be making cinnamon rolls inspired by Gaston's Tavern from our trip to Walt Disney World. As always, I've got my hair up, my apron on and my hands washed so that I'm ready to go. Unsalted butter, softened, sugar, flour and salt in this big bowl, and 1 sachet of yeast. What we're going to do now is use a technique called rubbing to merge the dry ingredients and the butter together. Now we're going to rub it in. This is how you rub in. You rub the flour and the butter in between your fingertips. You want it to look like fine breadcrumbs with no big lumps. We're going to add in most of our milk, but make sure that you leave some just in case you need it. Lukewarm milk that has been heated in the microwave. Now use a knife to mix it in. Mix it until it forms a dough. This is what our dough looks like now, and we're going to put a dusting of flour on the worktop so that we can use our next special technique, kneading. We're going to knead with the heel of our hand by pushing and then pulling it back. This is to stretch the glutens. And by the way, he's called Jerry. We're going to do this for 5 minutes until it's smooth and elastic. Now you can see that our dough is nice and smooth and it makes a good sound when you slap it. Now we're going to put it in a bowl with some cling film over the top and leave it somewhere to prove. In our case, our oven has a proving setting, so we're going to pop it in there. We're going to put the bowl somewhere warm for an hour to an hour and a half to let Jerry double in size and become light and airy. So Jerry has proved, and look how big he's gotten. It was called knocking back, where you push all the air out, but I like to call it punching his lights out. Next we need to roll it out into a 40 by 25 centimetre rectangle. This smells glorious. You can push and press, but try and keep it as rectangular as possible. Now you're going to spread very soft unsalted butter onto your dough. Make sure it's absolutely smothered from corner to corner. There's a mixture of sugar and cinnamon, and we're going to liberally cover the whole thing. We're going to gently tap it in. We're going to fold over this first bit. And then very, very gently roll. Now we're going to cut this into 9 equal pieces. It's very satisfying to cut through it. Now we're going to place them into the tray, cut sides down. Now we're going to put them in that warm place again to prove for 40 to 60 minutes. Our buns have risen a bit now, and we're going to brush them with a mixture of egg yolk and water. Once they're well glazed, pop them in the oven for 18 to 20 minutes. Whilst they're in the oven, we're going to make icing sugar with some cream cheese to put on straight after the cinnamon buns come out the oven. Be careful with this job, as the icing sugar can get very messy. You want your cream cheese frosting to be nice and gloopy and drop slowly. Our cinnamon buns are out of the oven, but they are really hot, so don't touch them or the pan. Now we're going to use a spatula to drizzle cream cheese frosting over it. Spread it all over and make sure everything is covered. That's it, you just have to leave them to cool now. Now it's time for the taste test with my trusty, mostly, taste testers.
Can we tuck in then?
Yes.
They are delicious. What do you think, Jack?
Nom nom nom.
Num num num. I think they're very nice, Erin. Done well. Thank
This
you.
was Erin, the confectionery kid for episode 5, Cinnamon Rolls. See you later.